combat mission, Shock Force 2. As you can see from the map shown, this is going to be a town assault. Very mount intensive, and I expect a lot of enemy casualties throughout this town. There are a lot of high-rise buildings which will provide line of sight for my infantry, but also provide line of sight for their infantry as well. There are also small alleys where they can hide vehicles, AT, heavy machine guns, which will provide LDAs for my troops as I maneuver through the city. This community center has a lot of tall buildings, which will provide excellent line of sight across the whole AO. Here's a top-down view of our AO. Our mission is to assault Objective Ajax and destroy the suspected enemy command and control center at the government complex. We're also to preserve any civilian structures, specifically the community center and Objective Ajax itself. Additionally, we are to preserve our friendly forces and inflict 80% of casualties against the Syrian army. For friendly forces, we have 1st Platoon from Engineer Company, 2nd Platoon from Alpha Company, 4th Platoon from Bravo Company, 5th Platoon from Bravo Company, 6th Platoon from Bravo Company, and 7th Platoon from Bravo Company. Additionally, we have Alpha Company's commanding element in the AO, along with 2 support Apache helicopters, Bravo Company's CO, the Engineer Company's CO, and 1 section of howitzers. Enemy forces are suspected to be scattered throughout the town, consisting of mixed infantry, mechanized, and tanks. We also suspect Objective Ajax to be held like a fortress due to it being the command and control center for all Syrian forces defending Ar Raqqah. If we are able to take out the command and control center, the rest of the Syrian forces in Ar Raqqah will be deeply demoralized and will most likely lay down their arms against other NATO forces attacking. The Dutch battle group got lucky because since we are the closest to the center of town, we will spearhead this attack. I've broken up this attack into 2 phases, Phase Black and Phase Violet. From mission start, my 1st Platoon from Engineer Company will sweep through Zone 1, and then 6th Platoon from Bravo Company, along with 5th Platoon, will move through Zone 2 and Zone 3. From here, 5th Platoon will move into Zone 4, commencing with Phase Violet, and then in a 2-prong attack, we will move into Zone 5 and Zone 6 simultaneously. Once we are able to establish footholds in both these zones, we will commence our assault on Objective Ajax. Additionally, I will move 3 main battle tanks to Zone 1, supporting 6th Platoon, and then 1 main battle tank supporting 5th Platoon in Zone 3 and 4. I also have 4th Platoon on standby in reserves, along with 7th Platoon, the anti-tank platoon, and 2 more Leopards on standby. We do suspect the enemy will counterattack once we start commencing assault on Objective Ajax, so I will have to be wary of these roads and any enemy vehicles moving down them. We also have tight alleyways where enemy T-72s, T-55s, BMPs, and BTRs could be hiding, so that is another point of focus. We also should suspect enemies to hold up in the community center since its tall buildings will provide excellent line of sight across the entire AO, and most likely they will know where my forces are coming from. I've decided to not go anywhere near the community center since if we do damage it, we will lose points. So to avoid that, to avoid losing points, I'm just going to avoid the community center entirely. From zone 5 and 6, when we assault objective Ajax, this orange square annotates where my objective Ajax, so not just the government complex, but also the surrounding buildings and the square is also going to be secured. From the beginning, we have 1st Platoon from the Engineers Company patrolling down the streets and getting set up in overwatch positions for 6th Platoon that's going to clear out Phase 2, or Zone 2 of Phase Black. We already hear shots ringing out from the community center, and they're currently engaging my javelin team. I have a tank here, hopefully you'll be able to see that. Also have this tank that shot at the community center. So, engineers on patrol, no contacts yet. I don't expect any contacts along the street, or in this whole zone 1 rather, but possibly zone 2 on the northeast side, as well as over here in zone 2 and 3. I don't believe it's a crow system. I think they actually have to turn on. I didn't know that. So just now I realized that. So all these squads should have some type of disregard. Like these 2 squads have AT. These 2 do not. It's shown. Spotted by this squad. Hopefully this squad. Nope. Just this squad. This squad does have AT. So hopefully they will engage this target. So we have 2 tanks, 3 tanks. They missed their AT. So we're going to pull you down to the 1st floor. They hit their target. They're going to move down to the 2nd floor. We're going to pull this tank, this Leopard, up to support our engineer infantry. The rest of the engineer platoon is set up. The Leopard is moving up. Look at this vehicle, gets the fuck out the way. Leopard target arc command, so they're ready to fire this area. One more T-55 taken out. Spotted. Clear their target. And I will have them this way. So they take out this next. And there it is. All of your enemy tanks taken out. Their infantry is able to escape, unfortunately. Not sure why we let that happen. But as you can hear, they are getting engaged. So, look, infantry is there. It's a gunner. Over, watch down this way. Hopefully we are able to get this enemy infantry, but let's make that a quick order. So now that those guys are taken out, move this guy, move them back up to the 4th floor, and we're going to move these guys up to the 4th floor. And there's the gunner that escaped. See if our tank can maneuver around. While this is happening, we're going to move this javelin team up. They will be on the roof. And that gunner did surrender. So we do have eyes on enemy T-55 out in the distance. And this javelin team will be engaging that T-55. So far so good. Took out 3 T-55s and took 0 casualties in the process. We did lose 2 AT rockets. 1 was a hit and 1 was a miss. So now 6th platoon will move in to zone 2. Stays black. They will begin the process of clearing out zone 2. Like we did shoot at that T-55, and this javelin team did take out another enemy tank, and it was a T-72 rather. We do have eyes on a BTR, and for that we're going to task our Apache helicopters on standby for support to take that.
Stand by for catch request.
That whole squad just got taken out by something. I don't even know what it was. Seems like we have infantry in this building, possibly.
Roger, a route to attack position.
I think finally get eyes on so we can take out this enemy infantry. And additionally, this squad set up in the building to take cover. This squad is going to be dispatched to treat this squad, and hopefully we can retain some of these fallen soldiers.
At attack position, ingress to target.
Apache's still trying to get a good angle. Fired one hellfire and missed.
Ready to engage.
Gonna go for a second
Roger,
hellfire.
cleared hot.
There's that shoulder fired A again. Another ATGM fired.
At attack position, ingress to target.
And that was a hit.
Great.
But one enemy DPR
Ready to
taken
engage.
out. So we'll call that Apache
Roger,
off so no
cleared
more
hot.
munitions is wasted. Additionally, we have our 5th platoon set up in Zone 3 and the edge of Zone 2. Third squad was able to stabilize most of fourth squad. Try and get them to do something so they can get these last two stabilized and at least gather this one's machine gun. Possibly. It'll be in this one. We are getting a medic on this guy, and then we'll have to figure out something with that machine gun. We have been able to take out 4 enemy tanks, 1 BTR, and a couple of enemy infantry. Our current casualties are 1 whole mechanized rifle squad from 6th platoon. They have all been stabilized and/or their gear is being gathered. Currently, 2nd squad from 1st platoon engineers is moving to blow up a building. So our 2nd main battle tank from 2nd platoon Alpha Company can move and support 6th platoon. Once 6th platoon is stabilized, engineers will move into Objective Ajax, clearing out these buildings, and then we'll move out into the rest of the surrounding area designated as Objective Ajax. Blast through this barbed wire and assault knock it all whatever. And actually, you know what? Blow up a fucking hole and get inside of it. care at this point. Take too many casualties when I got damage. I should just level this place from the beginning. It is what it is. Y'all said fuck it. Send it. Alright. Alright. Just stop. Now this game is fucking annoying. No, it's fine. These guys got this. These guys have got this. I know that whole squad got wiped out. This whole squad is dead. That's fine. That's fine. Come on, let me up to the range. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. That's what happened. It's fine. You guys have got this. I believe. Nope, you win. These guys have got this. First platoon HQ, I know, will not fail. It will succeed. They will succeed. They have to succeed. This guy, right purple. Alright, purple. Out. I don't know how to do this. You have ammo, right? You don't have any ammo? don't even care at this point, dude. Just come up here, fuck it. And just shoot these buildings, because I'm getting pissed. Every time I enter this fucking room, I just get shot. I really don't care. Dutch Army tactical victory. Okay. That was bad. I would have liked that to go a lot better. Managed to complete the mission in a little bit less than an hour and a half. The Dutch Army, we were able to take Objective Ajax, preserve the community center, and partially preserve the government building. Definitely failed on the friendly casualties. We lost 6 armored vehicles, 25 men wounded, 43 men killed, and only 130 men okay. We managed to kill 133, wound 76, capture 13, destroy 10 tanks and 10 armored vehicles. Let's see. My engineer platoon probably did the most damage. Let's see. If I can get on this squad. Third squad, only 5. They ended up taking out 1 T-62. This AFV killed a lot. 6 casualties, captured 5. Captured 1, 4, 1 BTR. Second squad took the least amount of casualties and were also probably the most effective if you look at kills to casualty ratio. They did take out 1 T-62, captured 2 enemies, and killed 13. And these guys didn't really do much. They kind of fucking just sat there. If you look at our IFVs definitely put in work. 3 T-72 BMP, 2 BMPs, and 24 infantry. Look at our tank, 31 enemy casualties, and 3 BTRs. Look at this one, 13 enemy infantry and 2 bunkers. These guys that guy only managed to get 1, 4, 12, 11, 1 BMP, 1 Zoo, 6, and 5 infantry. This tank, 2 T-62s at the beginning, 6 infantry, and 1 missing. I completely forgot about this tank, and that is probably where I had some faults. This stupid fucking building wouldn't go down. I should have just left the building alone. I should have just left it alone. Port observers, none. Javelin, 4 infantry and 1 T-62. I'm assuming that's just the crew that they took out. None. None. I think this tank got 1. This tank 1. We did manage to preserve 4th platoon for good majority of this platoon is still alive. I kept them in reserves, and that's mainly why I don't know. I didn't want to expend them in this fight in case the enemy is like counterattacked the this center of the city of Ar Raqqah. So if they do counterattack, 4th platoon will be fresh and they will be our defensive line, along with we have plenty of javelins still available to us, and we also have tanks, armored vehicles, and Bravo Company HQ and 2IC, along with some more armored vehicles and whatever's left of 5th platoon. All in all, it could have gone worse. We did manage to, oh my goodness, 11. Special forces are really fucking good. I did not expect them to be as good as they were. I definitely underestimated the Syrian Special Forces. I won't do that again because they definitely fucked me up. I'm glad I didn't even bother coming over here because that would have been just stupid trying to take that. Also, why I avoided this half of the map entirely is because I kind of expect to take a lot of casualties at Objective Ajax, and if I took any casualties here at the community center, I probably wouldn't be able to take Objective Ajax. On the other hand, should have considered doing a 2-prong attack to suppress both sides of the building. That would have prevented this 2 engineer squads from getting wiped out from 1 enemy HQ. But it is combat mission, MOUT in this game, not the best. And that is all I have. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for